It's early September and it's time to start thinking about planting your garden. Okay, let's say you get plants like this. Are they garbage? No, they are beautiful plants. They have flowers. They are ready to go. They are definitely better than seedling. So these are at least 2 months old. So that tells you the person who, the master gardener who started these, started them in July, which is great. That's what you want. In Texas, we are limited in the spring by harvest until early July, and in the fall we are limited between September and the first freeze, which in the Dallas area is sometimes in the third week of November. So right now we have 11 weeks before the first killing frost. So that's what you ask yourself, do I plant this variety of tomato that's 90 days before the first harvest, or this type of tomato that's 60 days before the first harvest? I'll plant this one because we have 77 days. The window is getting small. But this plant being big is beautiful. I'm not gonna plant it like this. I will show you, the next video, I'll show you how I'll dig a trench and I'll plant it horizontally. So all of this will be buried, and all what you'll see is the tip 4-6 inches with the fruits and the flower. The beauty of the tomato plant is that the whole stem will become roots. Actually, if you look here, you may start seeing these little bumps. These little bumps are the roots starting to grow. So tomato stem is very easy to turn into a root. So if you have a big plant, dig a trench, plant it horizontally, and this looks like a seedling. But this seedling is being fed by a huge root system instead of a seedling being fed by a small root system. So we'll continue this video when we plant it in the garden. Okay, so I've shown you how to plant the tomato, especially if it's long and thin. Don't plant it like this. Really, all of this is useless space. This is never gonna fruit. These branches, and plus it's in the fall, so we don't have a long time to produce a huge crop, depending on the variety. So take advantage of the fact that the tomato can easily turn the stem into roots. So if you plant it like this, and you don't have to remove the roots, you want to remove them, fine, they can rot and feed the plant, but all of this will become roots. So the best way to do it is, if you want your plants 2 feet apart, okay, you say, okay, here's where the plant is gonna be. So you dig a trench, and I love my soil because anytime you can work with your hand, you don't need a hoe and dig and put effort into digging a hole. You know that you have a good quality soil when you can easily work with just your bare hand. So you go like this, make sure it's packed, and now this new seedling is gonna be fed by this whole root eventually, and it's gonna explode in growth. So the next plant, if it's gonna be 2 feet away, then you have room to start the next trench here. Okay, it is possible. Let's say the plant is longer than 2 feet, then it's okay if the plant is at an angle. It does not have to be in a straight line, as long as the tip of what's visible, what's above ground, is in a row where you want them to be, let's say between the stakes, because you want to run the string and tie them up. It can be sideways. If it's 5 feet, it can go like this. I mean, it'll never be 5 feet, but let's say it's longer, then you can go around this plant. That's it.